Welcome to mixtape number 3, called To Love and Be Loved. In this tape, I use poetry and music to explore my relationship with love as a queer woman. When I was younger, I was really afraid of who I loved. I often felt predatory as a lesbian and tried not to have close female friends. I rarely ever hugged them or had any physical interaction. And I was always paranoid that they would catch on to me, that they would believe that our mere idea of friendship could be perceived as a crush, and that would cause me to lose them as a friend. I was shaped by a lot of the patriarchal ideas that you cannot be friends with a woman as a lesbian without wanting to be in a relationship with her. It led to a lot of shame for me. And this is the first time in my life where I can truly imagine a future and see the type of queer love that I desire and would be proud to have. At 17 years old, I don't think I know a lot about love, but what I do know is that for the first time in my life, I'm willing to accept love as it comes, instead of fear the possibility. Track 1, 4th of July by Sufjan Stevens.
Night when you died, my firefly. What could I have said to raise you from the dead? Oh, could I be the sky on the 4th of July? Well, you do enough talk, my little hawk. Why do you cry? Tell me, what did you learn from the Tillamook burn or the 4th of July? We're all gonna die. Sitting at the bed with a halo at your head, was it all a disguise like junior high? Where everything was fiction, future and prediction. Now, where am I, my fading supply? Did you get enough love, my little dove? Why do you cry? And I'm sorry I left, but it was for the best, though it never felt right. My little Versailles. Hospital asked, should the body be cast before I say goodbye, my star in the sky? Such a funny thought to wrap you up in cloth. Do you find it alright, my dragonfly? Shall we look at the moon, my little loon? Why do you cry? Make the most of your life while it is rife, while it is light. While you do enough talk, my little hawk, why do you cry? Tell me, what did you learn from the Tillamook burn or the 4th of July? We're all gonna die.
Track number 3, 21 Love Poems, poem number 3, by Adrianne Rich. Since we're not young, weeks have to do time for years of missing each other. Yet only this odd warp in time tells me we're not young. Did I ever walk the morning streets at 20, my limbs streaming with a pure joy? Did I lean from any window over the city listening for the future? As I listen here with nerves tuned for your ring. And you move towards me with the same tempo. Your eyes are everlasting, the green spark of blue-eyed grass of early summer. The green-blue wild cress washed by the spring. At 20, yes, we thought we'd live forever. At 45, I want to know even our limits. I touch you knowing we weren't born tomorrow. And somehow, each of us will help the other live. And somewhere, each of us must help the other die. So much of my experience with love as a queer woman is rooted in isolation and shame. And while I find it to be distinctly beautiful, I think that it would be a disservice to ignore this part of growing into how you feel about love. My first impactful relationship was carried out in secret, behind locked doors, consisting of passing notes and making strained eye contact in classes, never letting anyone know what happens between the two of us. It felt shameful, like if I told people they would look at me differently, they would feel differently about me. This is why I've chosen to include the song Illicit Affairs by Taylor Swift as track number 3. While the love that I experienced was beautiful, and I wouldn't change it for the world, I hope that one day there's a point where I feel comfortable bringing my relationships outside of the shadows.
Make sure nobody sees you leave. Hood over your head, keep your eyes down. Tell your friends you're out for a run. You'll be flushed when you return. Take the road less traveled by. Tell yourself you can always stop. What started in beautiful rooms ends with meetings in parking lots. And that's the thing about illicit affairs and clandestine meetings and longing stares. It's born from just one single glance, but it dies and it dies and it dies a million little times. Leave the perfume on the shelf that you picked out just for him, so you leave no trace behind, like you don't even exist. Take the words for what they are, a dwindling mercurial high, a drug that only worked the first few hundred times. And that's the thing about illicit affairs and clandestine meetings and stolen stares. They show their truth one single time, but they lie and they lie and they lie a million little times. And you wanna scream, don't call me kid, don't call me baby. Look at this godforsaken mess that you made me. You showed me colors you know I can't see with anyone else. Don't call me kid, don't call me baby. Look at this idiotic fool that you made me. You taught me a secret language I can't speak with anyone else. And you know damn well, for you I would ruin myself.
Track number 4, Wild Geese by Mary Oliver. You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Tell me about despair, yours, and I will tell you mine. Meanwhile, the world goes on. Meanwhile, the sun and the clear pebbles of the rain are moving across the landscapes, over the prairies and the deep trees, the mountains and the rivers. Meanwhile, the wild geese, high in the clean blue air, are heading home again. Whoever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination, calls to you like the wild geese, harsh and exciting, over and over announcing your place in the family of things. Track 5, Hot and Heavy by Lucy Dacus.
Being back here makes me hot in the face. Hot blood in my pulsing veins. Heavy memories weighing on my brain. Hot and heavy in the basement of your parents' place. You used to be so sweet. Now you're a firecracker on a crowded street. Couldn't look away even if I wanted. Try to walk away but I come back to the start. Ask me all the questions that your parents wouldn't answer. How could I deny a diamond in the rough? You let me in your world until you had enough. You knew that I wanted you to bend the rules. How did I believe I had a hold on you? You were always stronger than people suspected, underestimated and overprotected. When I went away, it was the only option. Couldn't trust myself to proceed with caution. The most that I could give to you was nothing at all. The best that I could offer was to miss your call. Being back here makes me hot in the face. Hot blood in my pulsing veins. Heavy memories weighing on my brain. Hot and heavy in the basement of your parents' place. You used to be so sweet. Now you're a firecracker on a crowded street. Couldn't look away even if I wanted. Try to walk away but I come back to the start. And it happens over and over and over and over again. Over and over and over and over again. I wish I was over it, over it, over it, over it. A hidden gem, my own gold mine. You had the wide and wild eyes. You were a secret to yourself. You couldn't keep from anyone else. Now you're the biggest, brightest flame. You are a fire that can't be tamed. You're better than ever, but I knew you when. It's bittersweet to see you again.
Track 6, French Novel by Richie Hofmann. You were my second lover. You had dark eyes and hair, like a painting of a man. We lay on our stomachs reading books in your bed. I emailed my professor. I will be absent from French novel due to sickness. You put on some piano music. Even though it was winter, we had to keep the window open day and night. The room was so hot, the air so dry it made our noses bleed. With boots we trekked through slush for a bottle of red wine we weren't allowed to buy, our shirts unbuttoned under our winter coats. The French language distinguishes between the second of two and the second of many. Of course, we'd have other lovers. Snow fell in our hair. You were my second lover. Another way of saying this, you were the other, not another. Track 7, Fast Car by Tracy Chapman.
You get a fast car, I want a ticket to anywhere. Maybe we make a deal. Maybe together we can get somewhere. Any place is better. Starting from zero, got nothing to lose. Maybe we'll make something. Me, myself, I got nothing to prove. You got a fast car, I got a plan to get us out of here. Been working at the convenience store. Managed to save just a little bit of money. Won't have to drive too far. Just cross the border and into the city. You and I can both get jobs and finally see what it means to be living. See, my old man's got a problem. Yeah, with the bottle, that's the way it is. He says his body's too old for working. His body's too young to look like his. My mama went off and left him. She wanted more from life than he could give. I said, somebody's got to take care of him. So I quit school and that's what I did. You got a fast car. Is it fast enough so we can fly away? We gotta make a decision. Leave tonight or live and die this way. So I remember when we were driving in your car. Speed so fast I felt like I was drunk. City lights lay out before us, and your arm felt nice wrapped around my shoulder. And I had a feeling that I belonged. Had a feeling I could be someone, be someone, be someone. You got a fast car. We go cruise and entertain ourselves. Still ain't got a job. Now work in the market as a checkout girl. I know things will get better. You'll find work and I'll get promoted. We'll move out of the shelter, buy a bigger house and live in the suburbs. So I remember when we were driving in your car. Speed so fast it felt like I was drunk. City lights lay out before us, and your arm felt nice wrapped around my shoulder. And I had a feeling that I belonged. Had a feeling I could be someone, be someone, be someone. You got a fast car. I got a job that pays all our bills. Instead of drinking late at the bar, see more your friends than you do your kids. I'd always hope for better. Thought maybe together you and me find it. I got no plans, I ain't going nowhere. Take your fast car and keep on driving. So I remember when we were driving in your car. Speed so fast I felt like I was drunk. City lights lay out before us, and your arm felt nice wrapped around my shoulder. And I had a feeling that I belonged. Had a feeling I could be someone, be someone, be someone. You got a fast car. Is it fast enough so you can fly away? You gotta make a decision. Leave tonight or live and die this way.